Oh, that's what I look like with this toque? Okay, I'm gonna do a vlog about what's happening in the Ukraine, but it pisses me off because it's taken up too much of the news and I want real news. And then you're gonna say, oh my god, how can you not think this is the news? Well, it's because I look for different things than you in the news. I don't look for same old, same old. So here's my vlog about this. Is you guys, when this gets resolved soon, you're gonna say, wow, we've evolved so much compared to the way we were before. Yeah, right. That's what you want to believe. And it's not true at all. And yes, Putin is probably the best strategic diplomat, mediator, negotiator in the gang. But even he could easily be manipulated without acknowledging the existence of HSD. HSD explains everything that's going on with the Ukraine. It explains its lack of real successes and its failures, but you got to be able to see it from the outside perspective as not somebody who suffers from human chauvinism. So, do you know that even Putin, that may possibly be the one in charge of the most influential outcome of this thing, which I predict is not going to be very bad. Do you know that he could easily be manipulated by unknown forces that he's not compensating for? For example, do you know that as a species, all cultures, you've never prioritized what makes you you, your brains, the health of your brains? Every society is like this. So do you know that if somebody really wanted to attack you, they would really just ask one brain scientist and they could just do a little microwave emitter thing. And it would do what HSD is already doing. It would devolve your ability to use your higher functions. The reason, the critical thinking part, resort back to the instinctual, defensive, animal, preemptive strike kind of thinking from your origins, which were pretty challenging back then. So somebody could do this to Putin, even if he's not anywhere near a soldier or a tank or a weapon. But anybody, really. And it's funny watching you guys who think you're so great at defending your interests, except you don't realize that Earth should be your interests. Is you're defending your infrastructure, your military bases, your financial institutions, your weapon silos. But if somebody really wanted to do harm, let's say to North America, they wouldn't even need to launch a bomb. I'm telling you this now just because I'm the ecocentric man from Earth, so I'm worried that you guys probably don't think about this already. And North America is a place I've kind of grown fond of, right? So let's say, because you guys, you're all members of the monetary paradigm cults, right? So you might think, oh no, there's no Russian agents or Russian companies that are rich and resourceful and have access to stuff in the USA or Canada or Mexico. It's close enough to what I'm talking about. Not hard to cross a border because you leave your borders at the discretion of one person to make the decision, yes or no. It's pretty ridiculous. And so let's say there isn't any Russian, because maybe you don't see the Russians as allies, even though they should be because they live on Earth, right? The place you should all be defending. So there could still be a Chinese company that you allow that is doing the bidding in negotiations with Russia to just fabricate a bomb that you don't even know is the kind of bomb to be looking for, that'll attack a geological vulnerability in North America, like Yellowstone, to take down your entire country. Now, there might be a lot, whether it's discovered who did this or not, that supplies aid to the US, Canada, and pretty much everybody, because you've all interconnected your cults of monetary paradigms, in a way that you're all vulnerable from it all around the world with your supply chains and your, befriend to the big bank and the big business and the powerful armies. So as the one and only ecocentric man from Earth, a matured human brain with a human operating system, I see all these movements and never protecting. And I'm not just talking about Yellowstone. There's plenty of places where if somebody's pissed off, and they might not even plan this, they might just be suggested because it's so easy adding to HSD and just adding some simple technologies that diseases the brain more, and somebody acting in this way. And you just manipulate a couple of people. Okay, he doesn't know, but we're going to change the target area there, or there's going to be an error in where this goes, and it goes in a geological formation anywhere around the world that will pretty much set back life on this planet for millions of years. Which in the long term, an ecocentric man from Earth, although sad about their own species, but my species has made me sad plenty, would still think that ecocentrically speaking, in the long term, this might be good. It might be good for your numbers to go down by about 95%. Now, whoever might do this, I mean, can they know what the end result to the evolution of life on this planet would be? And of course, if you do something like this on a global scale, you got to be pretty goddamn dumb that it's not patriotism, it's jingoism that prevents you, if I pronounce it properly, from thinking that no way will one country benefit over another if there's a global event, right? Be it man-made or volcano or asteroid made. You're so interconnected. So did I give you enough examples already to show that your news bores me? And it has to be there, because it had to stop angering me or making me sad. It had to start boring me. I'm looking for patterns for any sentience or sapience presented in the news. And so far, I'm picking up patterns, but they don't qualify for these things.